Hey, everybody. Okay, so I've got to get my stuff together because I feel like I'm really close to you. And it's this 1080p webcam that I got during the pandemic. And like I like to stand more. So this is weird, but it's okay, I guess. I was going to color while we did it, but I'll just show you stuff. So welcome to Candor with Katy. I am going to talk about it's a bunch of national days, and I forgot to put them all down, so I'll talk about that. But it's National Coloring Day, and it's also National Ants on a Log Day. So I'll show you how to make those, which is like super duper simple. All right, and then I'll be right back. Here's my little intro. Okay, what? Boom! Let's do this. Okay, so I feel like there was a misconception a little bit. It's not Ants on a Log and Coloring Day. It's Ants on a Log Day. It's also National Coloring Day. It's also Hug Your Hound Day. Let me see if I can find the other ones. National Eat a Hoagie Day. National Cream-Filled Donut Day, but those of you know I've got gluten issues. And then the last one is National Live Creative Day, which I read as Live Creative Day because, like, whatever, doing all the lives and whatnot. So, hey, it's just going to be kind of fun. So, yeah, Ants on a Log. Where did it come from? Okay, so I guess if you guys don't know what it is, I think that's probably crazy. They look pretty gross. This is what ants on a log look like. This one's fancy schmancy because it's got that squiggly. They must have stuck it in one of those tube things. Okay. So that nobody really knows where it came from. So I took this information from this website right here. It's a Food 52 blog one. Oh, whoops. I didn't change that. All right, then. I guess I won't have a rolling banner today, which is totally fine. I feel so weird that it's just my head in here. Seriously. Okay, so ants on a log. It's just basically celery. Oops, I washed them. Peanut butter. Now, you can pick any kind of peanut butter you want. Okay, so I picked almond butter. Oh, geez. Okay, almond butter. And then raisins. How easy is that? So all you do is you open up your peanut butter or your almond butter or whatever the heck you want. All right. So, and then you just take some out. You take your little log here. What's interesting is I had no idea that there was such mystery behind ants on a log that nobody really knows. See, this is what's weird is I'm so close to you. Well, hello, up close and personal. So you put your peanut butter on there, probably better than I did. Like, you don't want it coming off the sides or whatever. We need to think of a Highland Games ants on a log, something or other. But anyway, you have this is probably the most famous, right? Sun-Maid or Dole. And then you just take raisins. And isn't that a weird combo? Don't you guys think that's a weird combo? And then you just put raisins on here, and it's ants on a log. And sometimes if you look at pictures from far away, they look pretty gross. I mean, it's messy, and I forgot a napkin, so. There you go. Ants on a log. Like you guys want to hear me chew. All right. Uh-oh. Napkin. Hello. Got it. All right. That peanut butter tastes like garlic. I wonder what the hell I did. All right, here's what they think. Long before it was associated with the snack ants on a log, it had a currency in America as a political metaphor for a group of people undergoing change. So it means this. Ants on a log floating down the river to the waterfall, and each ant thinking he was steering. Okay. According to Barry Papik, who wrote this book, I'm going to show it to you right now, just so I can. And remind me to put these in there. This book right here, Eating to Learn, Learning to Eat. According to this fella right here, the ants in this case often represented ineffectual politicians. So how fitting is that for a lot of people who get frustrated with things? Okay. Ants on a log. Okay, I did that one already. I have this fine line between where I need to sit with my glasses. Some say Mark Twain coined the phrase, but there's no evidence to support that. So that's kind of interesting. Oh, let me raise myself up a bit here. Okay. All right. So the guy that wrote the book said food dishes tend to evolve out of other dishes, so origins are often murky. Stuffing celery has been found in the early 20th century cookbooks, and nobody knows how it evolved. Like, I don't know whoever thought, hey, because there's all kinds of different things. I'm going to share some different ways that you can make them in a minute or at the end. But hey, let's stuff this with shit and eat it. Because celery, apparently... Jim and Dee, woohoo! Hey there, nice to see you. I know I'm having this trouble going back and forth here. So it's kind of funny because it's I always wonder who thinks everything with food, right? Like haggis, let's say, since Jim was on here. There is a hypothesis that's tracing the recipe origins to a product cookbook. It proved no. Okay, did I skip something? I think I did. Oh, no, I did it. Sorry, my bad. It's been found in Girl Scout cookbooks as far as 1946. How interesting is that? Jim Minty says, yum. I know. See, I don't know if you saw me make it, but delicious. I just don't want to eat it on camera because it's okay. Then I'm nom-nomming. Okay, got to get some back here. So they also say, so some people are like, not just the Girl Scouts, the Boy Scouts. So they're like, all right, here we go. According to a food historian, Lynn Alver, a representative of the Girl Scouts of America, told whoever was interviewing her that the recipe is indeed found in Girl Scout cookbooks as far back as 1946. But here's the weird thing. It just says, there's no mention of the recipe, just said celery sticks. So that's not too hard of a recipe, right? So back in the day, the upper echelon, and I'll talk about that in a minute, they have all different kinds of fancy ways of making it. And then actually recently some restaurants have had some different takes on the recipes. So, hey, National Ants on a Log Day. So here's the different ways, okay? You can do ants on a slip and slide. You can add a layer of honey. You can do fire ants on a log. Cranberries, no thank you. Fire ants are not my friends. You can do ghost ants on a log with mini marshmallows. Woo, Halloweeny. Ants on vacation, no raisins. That's kind of funny to me. And then this is what I was talking about. So in 2017, New York City's, here's where I need my glasses again. Empelion added a literal interpretation to its seasonal menu featuring, Chicatanos are flying ants, most famous in the state of Oaxaca. And these ants are a regional delicacy. So they actually served real ants. Gross. Would you guys eat it if they had real ants? That's what I want to know. Okay, I'll hide this for a second. I got another comment. Jen says, haggis. I actually like, Jim, do you like haggis? Because I do. I know, we're probably crazy, but I like it. And then Brian says, so awesome, LOL. I know, right? I mean, the topics that I come up with are insane. And then there was a restaurant called Twain in Chicago that unfortunately closed in May. It served a version of ants on a log with celery, duck liver, peanut butter mousse, and bourbon cherries. What? So I want to know what they called it. It didn't give me the name of it in there. So no matter where they came from, ants on a log is a sure way to get kids to eat more nutritionally. Whoa, what's the what? All right, so the next thing I got is from this cleverpedia.com. So it's also National Coloring Day, and you can do whatever you want. So I went to the Dollar Tree, believe it or not. Oh, there's a This is a runaway raisin. All right. Kim says, I grew up with cheese whiz on celery. Oh, anybody else grew up with that? That's interesting. I did too, actually. I don't know if that's a northern thing. Okay, so you can get fancy pants coloring books. I actually got this at the Dollar Tree, but this is like really intricate coloring to me. And I'm like, that's a lot of pressure, you know? So you can get things online and you can just print them out. Like I'm going to color this amazing sloth because I love sloths. How cute is that? What color will I make the sloth? Who knows? And then you can this is an easy one to design. So coloring honestly should be relaxing. And listen, you are never too old to color, my friends. You're never too old. Just believe me on that one. So I printed out and I decided, okay, I'll show you. So Batman and Spider-Man. I know I didn't color them the same way. And I didn't realize until afterward that this is basically Wisconsin's Batman. So this is the Packers Batman. Only difference is he's got an orange Batman thing. And honestly, I got these colors at Dollar Tree. So they're not that great at coloring. So that's why I wasn't always in the line. But you see how I signed it. So, you know, you never know. And Spider-Man has two different colors of blue. I sort of messed up there. And pink. So, hey, you don't have to color the sky blue or the grass green or things like that. Oh, Nikki says you said, well, thank you. It's just a silly little thing today. It's kind of fun. So so National Coloring Day, there are some things that you can do. There's 5 things you can do on National Coloring Day. Whoa. Well, what do you think one of them is? Coloring. Break out your favorite coloring supplies. Oh, I forgot to show you. So this is fancy. It makes me look like an artist. Whoops. Oh, and these are like markers. So for those intricate designs, I would use this for that. It's funny because I bought this and I haven't really used them. So I think I'm going to try it out. So break out your favorite coloring supplies and surround yourself in creative energy. Because again, like I said, is also Live Creatively Day. I keep wanting to say Live Creatively Day. You could splurge on some new coloring books. Oh, splurge $1. Splurge. All right, find a coloring group near you. Okay, this is crazy to me. Find a coloring group near you or even start your own. So it says really find it locally. And if you don't have one, start one. So I have some Facebook groups that I run or whatever, and I'm not the best at being the administrator and being positive and like updating, but I don't know what that would look like. Maybe it's cool. I mean, listen, I'm not trying to make fun of it because to each his own, right? Like I wouldn't have a knitting group either, you know? So I don't know how would you invite people? Just talk to your friends and be like, hey, let's color. I suppose you could do a Zoom with coloring. So Maureen Taylor Harlan says, rye toast with cheese whiz and sliced tomatoes. Amazing. Well, listen, that's not ants on a log. I keep splashing water everywhere, but amazing. Thanks for the recipe. Woo! Okay, I only have a couple left and then we're done. Okay, so find your own coloring group was the last one, or make your own. Celebrate solo, just like I do, because here I am. Woo! Just you and a stack of coloring books and a glass of wine. Now, this is the suggestion I took from this website, so don't blame me. Okay, so it's not my fault if you get drunk while you're coloring. Just saying. And then 5, share your colorful creations on social media. And this is funny to me because they're like, here's where you can share it. Or tag it, or ag it with hashtag coloring book, hashtag adult coloring, hashtag coloring for adults on Instagram. And what's funny about the hashtag is that as a realtor, you know, I have to like go into gated communities and stuff. I don't know if I've ever told you this story, but like if it's like has a gate code and I'm telling my clients like, hey, if you get there before me, or I'm sitting in a car with my clients. Like one time, my friends, so they were friends and clients, and I said, they were like, what's the code? And I'm like, hashtag 3645. And they're like, hashtag? And I'm like, oh yeah, what the hell was that called? Isn't it pound? Isn't it pound sign? I don't know, but here we are. Here we are talking about ants on a log and coloring. Okay, I already did that. September the 14th. Oh, I guess I put that in there twice. I did put tag in there. Boom. All right. Here's another thing you can do. You can also donate some art supplies. Woo, woo. So no matter what you do, listen, It's also live. I forgot to put my peace and love thing in here. It's also Live Creatively Day. It's Hug Your Hound Day. Like I said, it's Eat a Bunch of Donuts Day. Just kidding. It's Eat Cream-Filled Donuts. So do that and send me a picture if you'd like. But there's always something fun to celebrate. So if you're ever finding yourself feeling in a down place because, you know, life isn't perfect. Life isn't meant to be perfect, but we are meant to navigate this world, and the best way that we can find to do it. So if it's finding something silly like this, do it. Here's my thing. If you'd like to color a picture and put it in this post, I would love that. And I will share all of your pictures in my stories. And I would love that. And I'll probably get one person that does it, but that's okay because you know what? You do you, boo. That's all I have for tonight, you guys. I love you. Peace and love, and I'll see you next week. Next week, guest host. I was gonna have Shelly Edney on tonight. I can't get my shiz together to get talk to her beforehand. So next week is Heather Bennett. I believe it's next week. Heather Bennett is it's gonna be the little panel of women that I had on before, and we're gonna play. I believe it's next week. Sorry. Yep. It's either the 21st or the 28th. So whatever. I have my shit together sometimes. And it's gonna be Niecy Ryan. Summer Pearson, Heather Bennett. There's somebody else in there. Oh, Teresa Terry and me. So we're going to play a game. See you guys.